In this video, I'm going to be discussing some strategies for untangling the technique in the second movement of Saens' Sonata for Bassoon in G major. While some of these tools might be useful for first learning the piece, most of them presume that you can already at least play the notes at a reasonable tempo. What I want to help you do is take those notes and ingrain them in your brain and your fingers more deeply. What I want to do is help you bridge the gap between being able to play the notes right and being unable to play them wrong. Let's jump in. By the third line of the movement, we already have some real technical challenges. Although this is all in strict G major, I still find some of these finger patterns pretty tricky, especially around the tenor E, F sharp, and G. One of my favorite tools for working passages like this is beat shifting. Let's see what happens if we put on the metronome and mentally shift the music so that the click hits on the third 16th of each beat. You may find this naturally gives the music more of a compound 12/16 feel, and that's okay. By taking the exact same finger patterns and shifting our brain's focus, we can learn them on a deeper level. Shifting the beat 1/16 further has a similar effect. I think this is a great method to return to for every one of the passages we'll look at today. These bars of grace notes are among the trickiest in the piece. While it can feel natural to simply play the grace note as part of an even triplet on the second eighth of each beat, I think it's worth working to place the grace note before the second eighth, thus preserving the underlying rhythm. Here's a method for doing that. First, let's remove the grace note entirely, playing just the underlying rhythm. Next, add the grace note as a full 16th, giving us 4 even slurred 16th notes at the start of each beat. Next, articulate the grace note. And last, shift the grace note a little later so you're playing about a dotted 16th 32nd. Repeat this process as you shift the metronome toward your desired tempo. Here it is at about my goal tempo, dotted quarter equals 108. A quick note on fingerings for this passage before we move on. I'm using trill fingerings for the grace notes C sharp, D, and E. Some of you might not know this trill fingering for C sharp to D. Simply play this C sharp, note that you do not press anything with your left thumb, and lift the third finger in your left hand for a D. This one arpeggio, second inversion A sharp wholly diminished for the theorists, is a great opportunity to make sure you know the music forwards and backwards. Did I say those grace note bars were the trickiest? These bars almost always trip me up. I have 2 ways to try thinking about them today. First, let's look at how beat shifting can help smooth over the most difficult note connections. We can put the leap from G sharp to C sharp in different spots in the middle of a beat. We can do the same thing for the tricky turnarounds on E and F sharp. Again, each time we shift the beat, our fingers are performing the exact same motions. We're just using the metronome to vary our focus. This next strategy might seem a little crazy, but bear with me. Another way to change our focus is to alter our idea of the rhythmic subdivision we're playing. Saens wrote sextuplets, but what if we play quintuplets? To have it come out even at the end, we'll play the first G sharp as a pickup. Now we've just put three of the most crucial beats of the passage, the high G sharp, the bottom turnaround F sharp, and the top turnaround F sharp, all on the beat. I find practicing this passage with my focus honed in on those three crucial notes extremely helpful. Those aren't the only tough spots, but that's all I'm going to cover for today. Now, these things that I shared are by no means exhaustive. There are plenty of ways to work on the technical challenges within this movement. I do hope, however, that you'll take the methods that I applied to specific phrases and try them out on the other ones throughout the movement. Today, I just wanted to give you a few extra tools for carrying these passages across that bridge, from being able to play it right to being unable to play it wrong. If you have any questions about anything I shared today, or if you just really enjoyed this video, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you are interested in more videos like this in the future, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thank you.